guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through my spring favorites. I really like doing these seasonal favorites videos because it's just my way of showing and sharing the stuff that I'm really into right now and like loving and that I'm passionate about. Okay, so first favorite is paint by numbers. And this is one that I'm currently working on and I'm hoping to finish for Mother's Day so I can give it to my grandma. But these are like little framed ones. So I've spoken about the paint by number before, but like these specific ones with the little frames, I actually put one up over there, but you can't actually see it right now. I'm liking these because they're much like quicker to finish and you get a nice framed result. So I really like that. I'm gonna insert a photo of the tulips one that I did and that I put on my wall. Miniso Forest Animal Blind Box. This is the first one that I got and it was the one that I wanted. I'm gonna tell that story actually, but this is my first one and this is my second one that I got, which I got Pocacho or Pocacho. Like, I don't actually know how to say his name. I usually say Pocacho, but like I know that that's like not right, or like Pachaco girl. Oh, I can't pronounce things. We've established that. The story of Miss Kitty over here. Look at her beautiful gem. So at the mall in Flushing, there was the first Miniso North America Hello Kitty pop-up. And I was really excited. And I'm really glad that I went. I went with my friends. And yes, like the merchandise was going to become available after the pop-up. But this was a nice quality pop-up. And I could tell that from the pictures, which is why I wanted to go during the pop-up period. Because they had assembled a whole nice like Hello Kitty shaped arched doorway, and they set up a display case with characters in it, and there were lights, and it was so cute. I'll insert some photos if I can. The forest animal one was the one that I had seen the photos of and was most excited about because I felt like I liked all of the different options. This was my favorite one and I wasn't expecting to get it my first try. I got one forest animal blind box. I got like a cat themed one. I don't remember specifically what that box is called, but I got a cat themed one. And I got a t-shirt and a notebook. I go outside with my friends and we're all sitting down to open our blind boxes. And I open this one and I go, does that say Hello Kitty? And I was like, no, it can't be. And then here she was. This is the exact one that I wanted the most. Then after the pop-up, I went back to Miniso like a few weeks later. And they had the forest animals, so I was like, you know what, let me get another one. And that is when I got the Pocacho, Pochaco, Popo, whatever the hell you want to call this thing. I like how this one has like the pearl choker with like the charm on it. That I feel like is a really nice detail, like the different neckwear that these plushies have. And this one I like to just hang in my room, but I'm planning on using this one to put some keys on there or something. Kiko Milano lip glosses, the 3D Hydra one. I have this color, which is 03, which is like a coral color. I don't know if you can see that, and it does have sparkle in it, which the lighting is not the best today. You might not be able to see that, but if I take it out, see, you can see the color better. This is the coral one, and I really like that because I have a lot of like peachy tone going on. And then there's this one, which is number 26. I'm pretty sure this one is called Sparkling Hibiscus. I think the one that I just showed you is called Pearly Apricot. This one's more of a hot pink. I feel like the glitters in this is more potent. And it's actually the one that I have on right now. But you guys probably cannot really tell. See, I'll like put some more on. Can you guys see the difference now that I put like another coat on? I think so. I think you can tell that I put more on. And these do feel nice on the lips. I would say if you're extremely sensitive to texture, I wouldn't get these ones that have the glitter because you can slightly feel the glitter, but it's not a huge deal. And it doesn't feel like a super drying formula. It feels like a lip oil kind of, but it also does have a little bit more of like a stickiness, like a gloss. You still get that shine and that sparkle, but it feels hydrating rather than just laying on top of the lip, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to collect more of these because they're relatively affordable. They're like $14 each on Amazon. And there definitely are cheaper lip products, but I would say the other stuff that's comparable to this is typically more expensive. If you're going for like a Jizu or Gizu, however you say that, any of the like It Girl lip glosses, those are gonna run you more money than these Kiko ones. And I also feel like the bottle is really elegant, and I like that I can lay them down flat actually. Kirk's Folly. If you guys are not familiar with Kirk's Folly, I'm gonna put you on, okay? Because see, people do know about this brand, but it's not as big as you would think it would be. I see every time I like kind of find something that's a little bit not as popular as I think it actually should be, I feel like I want to gatekeep it because I don't want stuff to become super expensive and impossible to get. It's mostly popular with older people, some young people. They're enlightened and they know it, and they're like buying the Kirk's Folly. Their main motif is the sea view moon, and their whole theme is like fairy tale, fairyland, very witchy, enchanted, nature-y themed jewelry. They do stuff with dragons, they do stuff with fairies, angels, mermaids, but their predominant thing is the sea view moon. That's what I got recently. I will show you. This is one of the earrings. This pink tone is called Pixie Pink. They don't have all colors at all times, but you can kind of see the face. And when I showed the picture of this to my friend, like the online photo, at first she was like, Lena, that's kind of scary. Like, I don't know if I fuck with that. But I was like, don't worry, it's not gonna look as intense in person. And I was definitely right, because as you can see, the face is not super like potent and obvious and like in your face. It's just an impression of a face, especially if you're wearing it on your ear. It's not something that is very like intense looking, if that makes sense. It's a nice, shiny, opalescent, iridescent. This is the Goddess latchback earring. So it has these crystals embedded in the face. And Kirk's Folly crash course, because I just started getting into them, and there are these things that I like didn't realize at first what they meant, but now I do. When they call the sea view moon something like Goddess, Venus, Mystic, that is referring to the crystals that are on the forehead and face of the moon. So the Goddess style is those scattered crystals across that side of the face, whereas the Venus style, it has an upside down star in the center with some other crystals. The Sweetheart style, it has a heart. So you'll notice the patterns as you're looking through their catalog, what the different crystal things are called. So I got those. That was my first purchase from them. I love whimsigoth, beautiful thing. One of my like very close friends, she's very into whimsigoth. I've always liked it, but I feel like now that she likes it too, I'm like, let me get in my whimsigoth energy. I mean, because I'm a witch. I said to my other friend, I was like, listen, you know, when she first said it was creepy, I was like, when you're a witch for long enough, things like this just spawn in your house. These are the things that you buy. These are the things that you gravitate to. And those who are uninitiated, those without the taste, they're not gonna get it, okay? Oh, only we are gonna get it. The ones who can see the vision. But then this necklace is so freaking beautiful and witchy. I'm so excited to wear this. And I'm gonna wear it all year, but especially in the fall. I would love to have a purple one, even though this is almost kind of lavendery, this pink shade. Look at how beautiful this moon is with the, oh my god, I'm gagged. This is so pretty. Ah. It's like this brushed, almost matte gold, and the pink, and there's these like opalescent or like milky crystals there. I mean, just look at the shimmer. Spectacular. Really spectacular work going on. And the people that like designed for this brand is like 2 older women. I honestly just love to see that, because I feel like it's nice to not have everything be dominated by, you know, the younger voices. I mean, I don't know, that like sounds stupid because I'm young, but like there's something comforting about seeing older women doing something they love and like not having been pushed out of that space, because we hear so often about how older women do get pushed out of spaces and they're devalued, and you know, people want to take what used to be theirs for themselves. I think it's great that after all these years, these 2 sisters are still making the things that they're passionate about, and that they really have an active participation in this brand that they started. They do like live shows too, which I think are cute. And I didn't show you before, there's also a crystal like on this chain. There's like a little tiny like rainbowish holographic crystal right there. This necklace, it wasn't cheap, but I could also easily see things like this if it was from a trendier brand going for more money. Definitely search them up if you're interested. If you want some witchy looking or like fairy tale looking jewelry, they've got you. Now let's talk about Blush Daisy. I'm going to be showing a lot of jewelry in this video, I guess. But Blush Daisy, I've spoken about this in a prior video. They are shut down now. If you're seeing this like, wow, I love it. I hate to break it to you guys, but unfortunately, the business is currently, as of now, not happening. I would recommend still following her on Insta at blush.daisy because it's possible that in the future, if she feels like making a collection or something, she might like sell some stuff here and there. So you can look out for that. I'm going to start with showing you my oldest pair from Blush Daisy, and then I'm going to show you the newer items I just got from her final restock. These oldest ones that I have are the floral yin yangs with the pink and purple glitter. I love these. These are so cute. And fun fact, not so fun fact, I went to a fair in these a couple years ago, like 2022. And then I had an ovarian cyst rupture, but I didn't know that's what happened. So I just started crying because I randomly was like feeling this like stabbing and I was like, what's going on? Because it hurt a lot, like very weirdly, hurt so much. I went to the emergency room and I had these big earrings on and I had a tank top on because I was at the fair having fun. And I swear to God, wearing big earrings and a tank top to the emergency room is not something I would recommend if you can help it. Because number one, it's cold in there. No matter how hot it is outside, it's always freezing in there. Number two, I really feel like people treated me like I was promiscuous just based on like the size of my chest, the fact that I had a tank top on, and the fact that I had big earrings on. Why do I say this? It sounds like a reach, but it's because they asked me, could you be pregnant? And I said, no, that's literally impossible, right? I can't be pregnant. I'm not seeing anyone. Okay, tell me why. They come back, are you sure? Are you sure you're not lying to me? We're not going to tell your parents because you're of age. Mind you, my parents weren't even there at that point because they had been forced to leave me there by myself because of like COVID restrictions. I couldn't even have my mom stay with me or anything, which did kind of suck. I was 19 at the time. Oh, are you sure you're not lying? Are you sure you're not lying? And I'm not going to go into like the whole thing of what happened after that, but she like kept saying this. And then she was like, oh, I have to like make sure you don't have like an STD. I was like, so is this because I have big earrings and a tank top on? Like, I couldn't help but feel like that was why this was happening. I was like, oh my God, like I'm never doing that outfit combo again. Anyway, on to the most recent purchases from Blush Daisy. I got these daisy earrings with an iridescent to them, almost a silvery glittery look. These are so cute. I love these. Her designs are very like mod 60s inspired. I think she has some very nostalgic 90s 2000s inspired things too, which I'll show you. But I'm a big fan of like 60s fashion and style. These are the jumbo hoops, jumbo floral hoops. See these, like, and this like floral hoop thing, this has always been my favorite style from her, but I only have this pair and another small Halloween colored pair that I'm not going to show you guys right now because it doesn't really fit with the spring favorites. But these are huge and I'm probably going to wear them tomorrow, but I won't be putting a tank top on, not this time. These are too big, okay? Like, I don't know, like, I think they look really cute even if they are huge. And lastly, for earrings from Blush Daisy, there are these Butterfly Daydream Ombre Heart Hoops. We have the butterflies. I wish, like, the lighting was better. Okay, there. Yeah, now you can kind of see it. See how it, like, shines? Like, and it has these butterfly decals on it. And all of these backgrounds and stuff, you see that rainbow and the clouds. She hand makes all of these. So she hand makes these out of polymer clay, which is really impressive. Obviously, I understand why she felt she couldn't do it anymore because this is carpal tunnel city. So yeah, I understand why she felt it was no longer sustainable. The last thing I got from them is this choker. I had always wanted one of these because they're really cute. This is something I want to say too, is that in 2021, that was her peak of popularity. Everybody wanted her stuff. And this kind of smiley face style, that was really popular 2021 to 2020 or like 2022. I would say in 2023 is when this was like solidly over, this phase. But this is what I want to say. When you're not just following trends, when you're not just like on to the next thing, that's when you end up with pieces that you really love. So don't be discouraged from buying something just because like the trend is over and other people aren't loving it or wearing it as much anymore, or it might look outdated. Definitely follow your own sense of personal style. And the last favorite I'm going to talk about is I have been learning to make jewelry, and I've really been liking that. This is one of my most recent pieces I made. It is this rainbow choker. This is like a floral shaped shell bead mother of pearl situation. And these rainbow beads across here, these are selenite. You can see how they like shine. I could have just done cat's eye glass, but I like the spiritual component of having the selenite. Then here I just did some transparent pink glass beads with some bicones in between. Here, see like the way that the selenite and stuff looks in the light. Very pretty. This necklace is one of my favorites, and it was a lot harder to do because I did it in this like rosary style. So all of these links here that are connected by jump rings, I had to make these different components with a tool. And you can see I have some of these like crystal bicones. I also have glass pearls. I have banded amethyst. I like sprung for the actual like colorful amethyst because I really wanted those colors to shine through. We have pink flower shell beads. We have rose quartz, okay? And then this is a jumbo rosaline glass pearl. We have that other pendant here, and like, yeah, those are the main components of this necklace. I just think the way it moves is beautiful. This is kind of the way that it hangs with this one in the middle, and then these like flanking the sides. That's what I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, comment a rainbow emoji down below. To be honest, the lighting was pissing me off. Also, quickly look at my nails. Do you see the color shift? It has like a color shift from pink to yellow. I feel like I'm not looking at the camera properly because I'm so focused on how weird the lighting is. I'm gonna edit it, so by the time you see this, you might be like, what is she talking about? She's so obsessed with this lighting. I'm gonna do my best to fix it. Whatever. I will see you guys whenever I see you, and subscribe if you want to see the next video.